we have finally finished Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3. And in Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3, there are 12 maps. And, man, this list is really hard for me because these are some of the best maps. Not just, like, good maps. Like, we're talking best maps in the series. So, we're going to go through all 12 maps. Once again, we're going to talk about goals, the aesthetics, just how fun they are to play on. So, without further ado, let's get right into it with number 12. This might not surprise many of you, but number 12 for me is Burnside. Now, Burnside is a retro map coming back from Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1, which is kind of unfair, but hey, it is a map in the game still. I gotta count it. For more details, just go to my Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 levels. Admittedly, I don't think it's very good compared to these later ones, but what you gonna do? Number 11. Okay, I know. We gotta get through these quick though, I promise. This will not take too long. But number 11 is Rosswell. Cool Area 51 kind of map. There's no goals in these Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 maps though. Moving on. Number 10. Alright, this is the last one. 10 is Warehouse. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 level. I love this level. Go watch that video. Thank you. Number 9. Hey, would you look at that? We finally have an actual main level now. Coming at number 9, the worst level in my opinion inside the main game is Tokyo. Yeah, so if you watch my series, you know that I do not like this map at all. There's crazy loops. It looks super cool though. The aesthetic in this is tremendous. But good lord, playing in this and getting those decks and those stat points, good lord, my dude. It's just not good. It's just not good at all. So, I have a lot of beef with this. There is a secret level, or a secret part of level, rather. I don't know why I said secret level. There's a secret part of level, but it's kind of hard to do. I think there's many people who played this game that don't even know this exists. It's not me. It's not for me, man. It's not good. But I do think this is based off of real life location, ironically. I don't know. It's weird. Number 8. So number 8, we got the 4th level, Suburbia. Suburbia is a cul-de-sac with 3 houses, which one is haunted, some trailers. There's a construction site where they'll knock you over, which kind of pisses me off. It's a pretty cool little area. There's an ice cream truck to kind of run you down, but what you gonna do? The goals here tend to kind of go in between. Like, this is kind of where the game starts getting a little harder. The difficulty starts upgrading. Pumpkins for me can be kind of hard to find because you can't really see them. I've had instances where the heel flip doesn't work over the trailer, which just kind of pisses me off. Restore the power of the dish is annoying. And it's because you always fall off the fucking house like the first 3 times you do it. But the issue with this map is like, it's condensed weird. It's just kind of like stuff placed down. There's no real flow to it. You're just kind of bouncing off shit and then like, oh, okay, now I'm grinding, now I'm in the air. Oh, what the hell? Boom, construction worker knocks me down. Why is the state deck in this stupid spot sometimes? I don't know. I'm not a big fan of this map. I'm not a big fan of like clusterfuck maps. And this to me is a clusterfuck map. Number 7. So number 7, we have the level Foundry. The very first level that you play in Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3. It is one of the easiest levels in the game. With the 6th score, I think, being 60,000 points. Skate is pretty easy. All you gotta do for the photos here is either cannonball over a half pipe, which you might do an accident, and do a regular grind over a rail. Grindable and bucket can sometimes be a pain in the butt, and I believe the skate was annoying occasionally. Not too sure. But this really isn't a terrible level, it's just kind of meh. I don't know how to describe it. When you have these great maps that you start off with Warehouse in the first game and Hangar in the second, you look at Foundry, you're just kind of like, well, this is just a huge disappointment. I get they were kind of going for the same aesthetic, but it's just not, it's not good. It's not good compared to those. I don't know, it's not a bad map though, it's just kind of bland. Not much to really go on about this. Number 6. Number 6 is Skater Island. The second competition levels, and once I said I usually like competition levels. Skater Island is based on a real-world skate park that was actually destroyed in 2004, a couple years after this game came out. That's kind of weird. There's a secret area with a pirate ship, and I love me some pirates, man. Arr! But I got some issues with this level though. It's a pretty good level. There's some flow issues inside, especially once the pirate ship gets unveiled. The stat point, there's always a stat point at the edge of the bow, like the very tip top of the boat. And the only way you can get it is if you fall in the water. And it is very annoying to get to sometimes, just because you can't get off your board yet. We're coming to that in a couple games. You can't flatten out in midair yet, coming that in the next game. So you're forced to grind, and sometimes it doesn't grind right, and sometimes you don't have enough speed to get up there. It's very annoying. But it's not a bad level at all. I really enjoy it, actually. But on any other level list, it's actually probably pretty higher. But we're going to have some doozies coming up, because, man, this game has some great levels, man. Number 5. Quicksilver's Rio Ruckus. The first competition level. One of the easiest one in the game to play. And God, is this fun. The aesthetic is just so cool. Anyone would notice if you play Modern Warfare 2. I've actually mentioned that in the thing. I thought that statue might be the same. It probably isn't, but it might be. I don't know. But it's located in Rio de Janeiro. I can't speak English, much less fucking Spanish. I'm sorry, guys. But this map is pretty good. It's pretty easy. You can't just go around the edge. You can't just go around the wires as well. But it's just fun. It's just a fun map. Everything about it is cool. It's fun. It's cool aesthetically. It's fantastic. This little secret little wall you have to break through, but you have to do it to get the secret deck. So I don't know if I'd really consider it secret. I'm not really sure what to say about it. The Christ the Redeemer statue can be noticed way off in the distance. I just love this map. Just love it. It's just fun. It's simple, and I think they reuse these textures later in Tony Hawk's Underground 1 for sure. Specifically Manhattan. I'm pretty sure they use that. But yeah, this map is just tremendous. Number 4. Alright. Aesthetic me, baby. The cruise ship is the 9th and final level inside the main game of Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3, unless you're counting the Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 remake levels, which we're not really counting, but we kind of are. Don't really say what to tell you about that. Aesthetically, you're on a cruise ship, man. It looks so cool. It's colorful. It's bright. There's women for you to impress. And I hate that goal so much. This is the hardest level in the game, or at least it should be the hardest level in the game because it's the very last one you do. Is it really hard? Not really. But it's really cool. Really cool level. Excuse me. I'm not editing that out. I'm sorry. It's really cool level. Really good design. Flows tremendously well. Really has an eye-popping message out to it. Like, it's, if you look at it and go, oh wow, that's cool to look at. You can knock people off the boat. You can fall in the net. You can get hit by bikini women. You can impress the Neversoft girls. It's a great level, dude. You got the captain making funny quotes up on the loudspeaker. This is just an amazing level. Any other game, this would probably be number 1. But not this game, because this game has some of the best levels in Tony Hawk Pro Skater history. Number 3. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Canada coming at number 3. I love this map. There's snow everywhere. The aesthetic is great. The goals are great. Whether you're knocking down a bully, which is kind of weird because you kind of just land in a tree above him, and then the kid he was bullying throws snowballs at him. Way to stand up to bullying, kid. Get Chuck unstuck is kind of weird as well. I really liked impressing the skaters though. Nose grind around the horn, which you kind of do inside of a nice little line, is awesome. You can knock a guy off that's pissing up on the lip trick. The score isn't too much. This map is just great from every perspective. There's snowmobiles outside the map going all over the place. It's just a great map from head to toe. This is a fantastic map. I have no problems with this map at all. I go to it for fun in my free time. That's not true. I do have one problem with it. There is a transfer that isn't lined up right and will make you launch into the water instead of making you launch straight up like it should. That's actually kind of annoying. But nonetheless, despite that, because you're never going to go over there anyway. Why are you going to go over there? There's like a skate park ramp thing going on, and then there's, you know, the grinding around the trees and the little half pipe? That's right. That's totally right. Vert ramp up into the minecart little area to grind on that leads you back to the tree to grind on. This level is fantastic. I love this level. Can't say enough about this level at all. Number 2. The airport. Now, depending on who you are shocked that this isn't number 1. But it's not to me. I'm sorry. The airport is a fantastic map. This is the first map that's good from where you start at the top and you end at the bottom, but you can actually make your way back up. But because of that reason, it's still one of those maps, and those maps are just terrible, man. Of course, this one's great, but God, can we just stop doing that type of format? The airport is cool, the aesthetic is cool, although admittedly kind of bland to look at. There's a little secret area if you go through an X-ray machine there and kind of land on the helicopter goes. Doesn't really do anything, but it's cool. Just a fun map to play though. Like, it's fun to go from the beginning to the very end of this, and you can always go back up if you miss something, like I said. The get the tickets to your skate buddy always pisses me off because there's so many things trying to knock you down and you can't go through the metal detectors. As well as some of the stat points and skate decks I thought were unnecessarily difficult. And then, you know, stop the pickpockets, even though I think they added that game, even though I'm sure they added that late because of the Taliban attacks on 9/11, and, you know, it's an airport. You know, this is technically Hawaii, not New York. Nonetheless, some things in this map don't work quite as intended, I believe. But even despite that, just how fun it is. Like, this is one of the most fun maps you're going to have in Tony Hawk history. Like, this is probably top 5 Tony Hawk history, and it's number 2. Number 2. Number 1. Now, due to the process of elimination, you probably already figured out what this is. But in case you didn't, the only map left is Los Angeles. Now, this map is just a blast to play on. You can cause an earthquake. You can go through a car wash. You can go to a suggestive theater. You can knock a car off a highway. There's so much to do on this level. And there's verticality. There's transfers. The decks aren't too hard. The skate isn't too hard. It does have one really strange mission. Goal? I don't know why I said mission. Mission's the next game. And that is the ball busting one? I don't even remember the name. Free balling. That's what it is. I don't know what they were thinking with that at all. But nonetheless, despite that one weird goal, this map is just fantastic. And they show up later in Tony Hawk's Underground 2. And that's going to be fantastic because I can't wait to get to that game. There's actually glitches in that game that can make you go, like, make your stats go insane. You got the Hollywood sign outside. You got skyscrapers like the US Bank Tower, Citigroup Center, Gas Company Tower, Twin Towers at City National Plaza, ION Center. It's just insane what's going on at this level. This level is highly detailed from head to toe. Everything in the background is highly detailed. There's a car chase that runs you over that pisses you off, but then you can get revenge back on him. There's even like this weird secret area on top of a building where you have to get to for a stat point. It's just amazing. If you haven't played this level, then you're not a Tony Hawk fan. At least play an Underground 2, please. And that's going to do it for my list of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 levels. Make sure you like and subscribe, and tell me down below, what's your list look like? I know every list isn't going to be the same. Like and subscribe, comment down below, come back next time, and thank you for watching.